It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see the teams from Broadway Joe's Guarantee and Super Bowl III. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets coming up next.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, glad to have you in the booth with us here on EA Sports. Greg, this is one of those intriguing matchups because we got a couple of quarterbacks, that most important position, trying to bounce back after seasons where injury derailed their hopes for a good campaign.
And it's just so difficult when you look back on each of these teams' prior season just last year. It's hard to separate how much of their up and down, how much of their struggles was because of the injuries at the quarterback positions, whether they were in the game or just battling through on game day, or was it the rest of the roster? Well, I think with both of these quarterbacks now being healthy and back to looking like their old selves, we're going to get a lot better idea of just how good the rest of these rosters are now that their two quarterbacks are back on the field.
Josh Downs now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Indianapolis sled out by their quarterback, Anthony Richardson, the number 4 overall pick in 2023. Had some highlight moments, but injured most of the year. Greg now in his second year in the NFL out of Florida.
We throw around so loosely these days, Mike, the idea of being a physical freak, right? This specimen that we just aren't accustomed to seeing, let alone at the quarterback position. The arm talent, the ridiculous blend of size and speed, the ability to make plays with your feet and extend. All of these things come to mind when we look at this guy. Now, going forward, how does he strike that balance between being the game changer and that aggressive athlete with the ball in his hand, but also finding a way to stay on the field and be able to develop? Make no mistake about it, though. The energy in this stadium is palpable, and he's the biggest reason why.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. From the gun, Richardson. That's going to be caught. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Hayes' kick is good. And the Colts are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers. Of course, all the buildup in 2023. It lasted all of 4 snaps. But the man is a legend. The Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down. The master of play action, Rodgers. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Now the former first-round pick, Breece Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Colts out to the early lead. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Here's a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. Oh, he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. He works free, right side. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action now with Rodgers. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. From the gun, Rodgers. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. Still going. And he will go all the way. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. Anders Carlson now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Jets are on the board. It's 10-7. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. On the return, this is Downs. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Pass right side to Downs. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That one into the hands of Downs.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Now he takes off. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing, Richardson. That is caught. What a throw. Mo Alley Cox. Touchdown, Colts.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Gay to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Colts will get out in front 17-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Colts are on top as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coach is Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Rodgers. In trouble, and down he goes. Quiddy Pay bursting through to bring him down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Rodgers now. Into space at the 45. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Out quickly, and it's Adams. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Hall. And they'll stop him. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
That is caught at the 3. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Xavier Gibson. Touchdown, Jets. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Jets are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. On the return, this is Downs. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First and 10. Richardson to throw. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now a toss, running left, it's Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Now Richardson. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on third and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
So, on fourth down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Xavier Gibson, the Week 1 hero back in 2023, deep to return. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. So now, Rodgers and the Jets, ready to take over once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They'll stick to the ground. Not much room to operate there. He'll get only to about the 24. Here's a 2nd and 9. Rodgers. That's complete to Jeremy Ruckert. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He was looking for Malachi Corley. Now it's going to be third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now he'll air one out. That is hard, and he will score. Reese Hall, touchdown, New York. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Carlson now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jets move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, this is Downs. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Downfield, it is Downs with the catch. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. A gain of 24 through the air. That's good for a Colts first down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
They go right back to Downs. He's got it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
He's got it at the 7. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Richardson. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Here's Richardson. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
If you can rush the passer, you can close out games, and that 3rd down sack is going to go a long way to closing this one out. Forces 4th and long, a desperate offensive possession. It's going to all come down to this 4th down try.
Here we go. The noise is deafening. It's 4th and goal. And he's going to go out of bounds well short of the pylon, and the defense holds. That'll be a turnover on downs.
What a stand there. 4th and goal, game on the line. It looks like this offense is putting together a game-winning drive, and the defense comes out with the stop of the day.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.